trying to coddle him for? Let the man walk off, have some time to himself, sit down, soak it up, and come up with what he need to do.
Which one? Which one? You from here?
Yeah, I'm from here. Yeah, I'm from here.
All right, so. Oh, hell, y'all, let's go. What's with you, bro?
I've already made my peace with it, because I know that energy. I was that energy. I know exactly how it's going.
The world isn't just watching, it's holding its breath. King Harris, the son of hip-hop icon T, is now fighting for his life in an ICU bed after what insiders call one of the most brutal, planned attacks ever seen inside a prison. This wasn't a normal fight behind bars. It feels like a dark, calculated setup straight out of the most twisted corners of the rap world. Picture the scene: machines hissing, monitors beeping, his chest rising faintly beneath a web of tubes and wires. Outside the sterile hospital glass, his family stands helpless. In this moment, King is no longer just an inmate, he's the center of a storm shaking the streets. The media and the music industry, fans have gathered outside the Atlanta hospital, holding candles, praying, and chanting his name through the night. Online, the hashtags #PrayForking and #JusticeForking went viral within hours, sparking a global conversation. But behind those viral posts hides a chilling truth. This wasn't some random fight. Sources say it was a pre-planned attack meant to silence him forever. Even the prison surveillance cameras mysteriously shut off at the very moment of the assault. No footage, no proof, just a deafening silence that screams of foul play. And then came the leak. A recording from a nurse shook social media, with her whispering, "This wasn't random. This was a setup. Someone wanted him gone." The implications are terrifying, hinting at a conspiracy far bigger than just another prison incident.
Think I ain't spoke to my son. Think I ain't told my son, his mama, and his grandmamas. His ass going to prison. If you goddamn keep that shit up, his ass going to prison.
The whispers spread like wildfire, fueling the belief that King Harris wasn't just a victim of a prison fight, he was deliberately targeted. But the question remains, why? Who wanted him gone? Some insiders claim King may have uncovered corruption inside the prison, dirty guards, contraband slipping through unnoticed, secret deals behind closed doors. Others argue it wasn't really about him at all. They say this could have been a warning aimed at his father. Chilling message that fame, money, and power can't protect you from forces even bigger than the system. And then comes the darkest theory that this wasn't chance, but a personal vendetta. A carefully planned hit, set up from the outside, waiting for the perfect moment to strike King when he was most vulnerable. The Harris family, once thought untouchable, suddenly found themselves caught in what feels like a coordinated attack. Tiny, his mother, was seen collapsing in the hospital hallways, crying out, "Why my baby? Why him?" Videos of her breakdown spread online, turning a private tragedy into a global scene of heartbreak. Meanwhile, T himself appeared shattered, stripped of his usual confidence. Cameras caught him outside the ICU, tears rolling down his face, his voice cracking as he begged, "I don't care about justice. I just want my boy to live."
You can talk to me. Until then, ain't nothing going. Call who you need to call, do what you need to do. Ain't nothing happening. No money, no beer.
That raw display of a father's pain touched millions, but it also fueled even more suspicion. Reports suggest that prison staff weren't just careless, they may have been told to look the other way. The cameras didn't fail on their own. They were shut off. If that's true, it means the very people trusted to protect him may have actually allowed the attack to happen. Inside the ICU, every second felt unbearable. Doctors warned that King might not make it through the night, stressing that the next 24 hours were the most critical. Each beep of the monitor sounded like a ticking clock, a cruel reminder that his life was hanging by the thinnest thread.
So what you think? You think it's an issue with the milk or?
Maybe because they just switched the caramel to the.
Yeah,
It's the robo. I know you. I know you. Shut up. Shut up. I know you.
Ain't no mystery about here.
I know you though.
Man,
I know you though. I know you though. I know you.
I know my son. Think I ain't spoke to my son. Think I ain't told my son, his mama, and his grandmamas. His ass going to prison.
And outside, the world demanded answers. Was this about prison corruption, a personal vendetta, or revenge against T himself? Theories spread everywhere, but certainty remained out of reach. One thing, however, was undeniable: this was no longer just a story about a prison fight. It had become a tale of betrayal, power, and the deadly price of fame. As night gave way to morning, Atlanta was drowned in chaos. The crowds outside the hospital grew from dozens to hundreds, holding candlelight vigils, forming prayer circles, and staging raw protests that demanded accountability. Fans cried into cameras while others directly confronted prison officials, shouting accusations of negligence. A viral clip showed one furious fan yelling, "You'll protect criminals, but you couldn't protect a child in your care." That moment captured the city's collective outrage. Inside, the Harris family's nightmare only deepened. Reports surfaced that doctors had quietly warned Tiny and T about signs of deteriorating brain activity in King. Though he wasn't brain dead, the chances of permanent damage, speech loss, paralysis, memory failure were dangerously high. Tiny collapsed in agony, screaming, "They wanted to kill my baby. They wanted to destroy us." Her cries echoed through the hospital halls, spreading like wildfire across social media. And then came another heartbreaking scene. T himself had to be escorted out of the ICU after collapsing in grief, his voice breaking as he shouted, "If my son don't make it, the world is going to burn."
A lot of people hit me up like, "King, I know you tired. You ain't getting no sleep." And the truth be told, before this look, I ain't been getting no sleep. You know what I'm saying? I just been outside working. Lifestyle. You know, lifestyle just life. You know what I'm saying? And, but now I'm damn sure not getting no sleep. This up every morning, and then around the morning time, he like to do that little live concert I be doing with him. And, he like to walk around the house. So
those words spread like wildfire, instantly going viral, stirring sympathy while also fueling anger and endless speculation. The world watched in stunned disbelief. Rumors quickly took hold, suggesting that King Harris wasn't just the victim of a prison fight, but that he had been deliberately targeted. The questions came fast. Who would want him gone? Some insiders claimed King had uncovered corruption behind bars, dirty guards, hidden contraband, and secret deals happening in the shadows. Others suggested the attack was aimed at his father, T, as a warning that fame, money, and power can't protect you from forces bigger than the system. But the darkest theory of all hinted that this wasn't about prison politics at all. It was a carefully orchestrated hit, planned from the outside, meant to strike King at his most vulnerable. The Harris family, once seen as untouchable, suddenly found themselves under siege. Tiny, King's mother, was spotted collapsing in the hospital corridors, her cries echoing as she sobbed, "Why my baby? Why him?"
So this motherfucking 12 pull up and they say, hey, who do you belong to? Who raised their hand? Somebody got to raise their hand. I've been seeing him around too here a lot. You gonna raise your own hand? I've been seeing him around too. Huh? But when you got when y'all got drugs, I don't know who gonna go. That's called, it's not possession of a firearm and commission of a crime, sir. That is a felony.
yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Her anguish, captured on video, spread rapidly across social media, turning a deeply personal tragedy into a global heartbreak. Meanwhile, T appeared shattered, stripped of the confidence the world had always associated with him. Cameras caught him outside the ICU, tears streaming down his face as he pleaded, "I don't care about justice. I just want my boy to live." That raw display of a father's pain resonated across the globe, but it also fueled suspicion. Reports began to surface that prison staff may have been told to look the other way, and that the cameras weren't broken at all, they were deliberately turned off. If true, it would mean the very people sworn to protect King had allowed, or even helped, the attack to happen. Inside the ICU, every second felt unbearable. Doctors warned the Harris family that King's condition was critical. The next 24 hours would decide whether he survived. Each sharp beep of the monitor sounded like a ticking clock, a cruel reminder of how fragile his life had become. Outside, chaos grew louder. Crowds demanded answers, holding candles, chanting prayers, and staging protests against what many saw as the system's complete failure. A viral clip captured one furious fan screaming, "You'll protect criminals, but you couldn't protect a child in your care." That single moment reflected the city's collective outrage.
This ain't your restaurant. This ain't your restaurant. Everything you make, I can pull out my pocket right now. I ain't tripping on you. I ain't tripping. Get the hell out my face. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. Who the hell is he? What's your name?
What's your name?
My name King. You know it and your mama know it. Tell your mama Happy Mother's Day. Tell your mama Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. File show.
Come back.
What? On game what? On game what? Come here. Come here. I'll tell you what I do. Come here. I'll tell you what I do. Come here.
The world isn't just watching, it's holding its breath. King Harris, the son of hip-hop icon T, now lies in an ICU bed, fighting for his life after what insiders describe as one of the most brutal, organized attacks ever carried out inside a prison. This wasn't some typical altercation behind bars. It feels like a dark, calculated plot pulled straight from the most twisted corners of the rap world. Picture the scene: machines hissing, monitors beeping, his chest barely rising beneath a maze of tubes and wires. On the other side of the sterile hospital glass, his family stands powerless. In this moment, King is no longer just an inmate. He has become the center of a storm engulfing the streets, the media, and the entire music industry.
Hit me and give me my comments, telling me what to tell King, okay? I know my son. Think I ain't spoke to my son? Think I ain't told my son, his mama, and his grandmamas, his going to prison. If you got to keep this up, they're going to prison. Ain't no way around it. Ain't nothing I'm gonna be able to do about it. Can't nobody stop it but him. You know what I mean? I've already had a conversation. I've already made my peace with it.
Fans gathered outside the Atlanta hospital, holding candles, praying, and chanting his name through the night. Online, the hashtags #PrayForking and #JusticeForking exploded within hours, sparking a global conversation. But behind those viral trends lurked a chilling truth. This was no spontaneous fight, sources revealed. It was a premeditated attack, one meant to silence him permanently. Even more disturbing, prison surveillance cameras mysteriously went dark at the exact moment of the assault. No footage, no proof, only a deafening silence that screamed of foul play. Then came the leak. A recording from a nurse sent shockwaves across social media as she whispered, "This wasn't random. This was a setup. Someone wanted him gone." The implications are terrifying, hinting at a conspiracy far bigger than a simple prison incident.